Hi, I am Martijn, your guide in Guanajuato.
Welcome to one of Mexico's most colorful and historic cities, a place where colonial charm meets vibrant culture. In this travel guide, you'll discover the best things to see and do, from centuries-old buildings and lively plazas to a breathtaking viewpoint, a spot for public kisses, a one-of-a-kind museum, and everything in between.
You have to start somewhere in this overwhelming, beautiful city. And let's do that on this square in the city center, Plaza de la Paz, the Square of the Peace.
The square is surrounded by colonial buildings, banks and restaurants, though long ago these houses were home to counts and other prominent figures. Rich in history, it was here in 1858 that former President Benito Juárez declared Guanajuato the capital of Mexico.
And he was an important man in history. You can still see his face on the 20 peso banknotes. And there is Benito Juárez International Airport in Mexico City.
On Plaza de la Paz, you'll find the bright yellow Basílica Colegiata de Nuestra Señora de Guanajuato, one of the city's most iconic landmarks. Construction began in 1671 and took about 25 years to complete during the height of Guanajuato's silver mining prosperity. In 1957, the church was elevated to the rank of basilica. Today, the basilica remains free to visit. The historic center of Guanajuato has been a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1988. With beautiful squares like Plaza de San Fernando, it has a bohemian, relaxed vibe, quieter than some of the busier plazas, which makes it a good spot to unwind.
And there is, for example, Plaza de Los Angeles. And behind Plaza de Los Angeles, you find one of the most famous streets in town, El Callejón de Beso, the LA of the kiss.
It tells a tragic love story from the 19th century. Forbidden lovers, separated by a feud, met secretly at a narrow alley where they kissed. In a moment, more about the best museums in town. And we are going underground.
But first, sky high to a great viewing point around the city. You can go up by yourself, but there is also a small train, they call it a funicular. It brings you to the top in a few minutes.
In 1810, Guanajuato became one of the first major cities seized by the insurgents during Mexico's fight for independence. Part of the victory is attributed to the young miner Juan José de los Reyes Martínez, better known as El Pipila. With a heavy stone strapped to his back for protection, he charged through Spanish gunfire to set fire to gates, allowing the revolutionaries to storm the fortress. Though his story has passed into legend, El Pipila lives on in the form of a towering stone statue.
The heart of the city center is Jardin de la Unión, a big square with a lot of beautiful trees. And the first trees were planted in 1836, and it's still beautiful. With a lot of bars and restaurants. And don't forget to visit this place by night. Because of the music, the mariachi, it's a lot of fun.
Right next door stands Teatro Juárez, the city's most impressive theatre. Built between 1872 and 1903.
It's time to show you something really special, a museum full with mummies.
This museum is both eerie and fascinating. In the 19th century, Guanajuato's cemetery introduced a burial tax. Families who could not afford to pay had their loved ones exhumed, and many of the bodies were found naturally mummified, thanks to the region's unique climate and soil. Today, over 100 of these mummies are displayed in glass cases.
The museum is open from 9 in the morning till 6 in the evening, and the ticket will set you back 93 pesos, and that's around 4 euros. In a moment, I show you this house from a Mexican artist, which is changed into a museum. But first, we are going underground, because there is a large tunnel network in this city. They use it for cars and traffic, but in the past it was built to prevent of floating a nearby river from damaging the city.
Because cars disappear underground, the surface streets are quiet and perfect for pedestrians.
One of the most famous artists in Mexico was born over here, Diego Rivera. He was married, by the way, a long time to Frida Kahlo, maybe more familiar for you, as he was a Mexican painter. The house where he was born in 1886 has been transformed into a museum, and you can visit it right here in the city. There is a lot of art and also the old furniture. There are a lot of nice restaurants in the city center to eat and also some local food markets. Look, this is cozy, isn't it? And if you want to shop, you go to the biggest market in town, Mercado Hidalgo. Over here you can buy everything from clothes to food. And when you are inside, you may think that you are in a train station, and you are kind of right, because this building was built as a train station, but they use it as a market. Even if you don't want to buy anything, just visit this place because of the architecture. One of the coolest things to do in the evening is a walking tour with music, and it starts normally around 8 p.m. Local people show you the city with music and dance. And you can buy your tickets just on the streets. The most easy way to travel to the city is by plane to Del Bajío Airport, and this is also the airport of the city of León. There are direct flights from the United States and also within Mexico. A cheaper way to travel is by bus. For example, from Mexico City there is the Primera bus. A journey takes around 5 hours and costs you around 30 euros. And from the airport over here you can take a taxi to the city, and a single journey takes around 30 to 40 minutes depending on your final destination. What's the best time to visit the city? I think the whole year is good to go. A lovely climate and limited rainfall over here. The hottest month is May with 28 degrees Celsius, and the coldest is January with 20 degrees Celsius. Give a thumbs up, thank you so much when you like this video. And if you don't want to miss any other episode, just subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's totally free and it enriches your view on the whole world. Tot ziens, ciao, hasta luego.